Hellman. I am in 6th grade and I go to Holy Trinity Catholic Elementary. My experiment is called Shooting for the Stars. My purpose is to figure out how different blends of yeast and soap and hydrogen peroxide and soap make the best reaction.
Okay.
I think that 35% hydrogen peroxide with a catalyst of Baker's Choice fast rise yeast will make the best reaction. Procedure: pour 120 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide in the container with soap. Add the dye and the hydrogen peroxide. Activate the yeast by adding warm water and a tablespoon of sugar. Take a video of the reaction to see how long the reaction takes and what it looks like. Materials: hydrogen peroxide, yeast, dye, flasks, soap. In conclusion, my hypothesis was correct. 35% hydrogen peroxide with Baker's Choice fast rise will make the best reaction.
And your data?
My data, you want me to read it off?
No, just explain briefly what it says.
This line right here is the yeast, how long we let it sit. That's the yeast we use. If you see a darker spot, that means that's what we changed in the experiment. And a yeast temp is right here. This expiration means that's when it's gonna expire. And soap, that's how much we used. That's what we use. That's how much we. That's like the temperature of the hydrogen peroxide that we dumped in. And this is H2O percentage, which is like what percent or concentration it was. Time. This is when we started. This is when we started the reaction, and this is when it reached the top of the flask. This is how far away from the time begin and the time end is. This is how much hydrogen peroxide and soap is left in the flask after the experiment. My conclusion is my hydrogen peroxide, my hypothesis was correct. 35% hydrogen peroxide with Baker's Choice fast rise makes the fastest reaction. It proves that 35% hydrogen peroxide has more oxygen to give off. My application is Elephant's toothpaste is at high enough percentages of hydrogen peroxide can be turned into rocket fuel.